As you saw last Sunday, our theme for 2017 is impact. The impact Jesus has had on us and how we can share that with others. There are 3 steps to our purpose as Christians: benevolence, edification, and evangelism. Today we're going to look at benevolence and edification, but in a different way than maybe you've looked at in the past.
Hospitals, the place to fix the sickness in our bodies. On the outside, they look like a big building with lots of cars in the parking lot, but on the inside, hospitals are full of people, doctors and nurses treating patients for a variety of problems. Kind of sounds like the Church of Christ, doesn't it? On the outside is a big building with lots of cars in the parking lot, but on the inside is rooms full of people helping each other treat a variety of problems. Does our church look like that? A hospital? Or do we look at our church as a church? Jesus promises us a great reward if we simply do good. And by that he means go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation. In other words, Jesus wants us to practice benevolence and edification, 2 words that define life as a believer. But how am I supposed to be benevolent? How am I supposed to edify? Stop thinking of being a Christian as going to church. Instead, think of being a Christian as going to a hospital. Benevolence in this hospital we call church is what we do to attract people. Some will come here because they've decided they need God in their lives and know He lives here. But others may come because they're cold and can't afford a coat, or they're hungry and need food. They may come because of a promise to teach them how to save money, or they may come simply to let their kids get some free candy. Regardless of how they come, it's our benevolence that gets them here. It's the money we purpose and give every Sunday that supports the outreach efforts to our neighbors. It's the impact we make on our community. And edification. Edification in this hospital we call church is us doctors and nurses working together to figure out what is making the patients sick and then showing them how God's plan will make them well. And keep this in mind. All of us at some point in our lives are patients in this hospital we call church. Even the doctors and nurses get sick too. This church, the Church of Christ, it's our hospital. It's where we go to diagnose our sins, to treat our mistakes. It's where we go to get well and help others do the same.
Next Sunday, we will take a look at the 3rd step of our purpose, evangelism. We'll also look back at the proof of our benevolence and edification efforts over the last 12 months. Until then, we ask that you pray for each other, our congregation, as we work to make an impact in our community.